Start with Zach Oshman.
Trey, I know a lot of the talk in this game has just kind of been about the big men, but they've got those two freshman guards, Smith and Lawyer, who have just fit in so well in a lot of different facets, the way they can pass, the way they can shoot. What do you think in studying them has allowed them to adapt quickly to what Purdue wants out of their guards?
Yeah, I think those, like you said, those two guards really came in and performed really well at a high level in the Big Ten. It's been really impressive to see that. But I think you got to give a lot of credit to their program and just the way they get guys ready. So I think they've come in and fit their mold pretty well, and they've done a great job.
Jim Coyle.
Trey, talking about those freshman guards, what do you guys need to do to disrupt their play, how well they have played this year, to try to disrupt what they're trying to do and get accomplished?
Yeah, I'd say just follow our game plan and know what we got to do. I mean, we're preparing these past couple of days, and we're gonna study up on what we got to do to put ourselves in position to win the game. So I think just following up our game plan and following what our coaches want us to do.
Kyler.
Hey, Trey, thanks for your time. Obviously, it's a big game tomorrow. Just in general, how special is it to play in the Indiana-Purdue rivalry?
Oh, it's real special. I mean, it's a rival like none others, and I think just the atmosphere and the anticipation of the game is great. It's gonna be a great environment. Both places you go, I mean, Assembly Hall and Mackey are both great environments. So I think this game means a lot to many people. It means a lot to, especially me being from Indiana. So I can't wait.
Mason.
Trey, you've been in this starting role now for a little bit with Xavier still out. How comfortable are you in that role, and how have you seen yourself kind of develop in that role?
I feel pretty good. I mean, obviously we want Xavier back, and we're hoping to get him back here pretty soon. So I think just staying the course and just, like I said, doing what the coaches need me to do and ask me to do. I'm gonna keep doing that. So I think just playing my role, it's been good, but just keep doing the little things and trying to help the team win.
Tyler.
Hey Trey, hope you're doing well. I know this is a little off topic, not as much related to basketball, but I understand you're a fisherman. I was wondering who taught you how to fish, and also I understand that you were described as a persistent fisherman, I guess, in that you want to keep fishing until you catch the fish. Would you agree with that assessment?
100%. Yeah, I got my fishing skills from my dad, and we live up there in Culver Lake, so I've always just loved the fish, and I got it from my friends at a young age, and we've always just done it. So I think just, I mean, I got away from it a little bit. I got in college, but in the summers, I get after it.
Alex. All right, Jim Coyle.
Trey, we talk about games like this, and people love to talk about it's another game, it's the next game and all that. But it's not just another game. Games like this, they are bigger. They do mean more. And while you have to play the same game, the same rules and all that, there's more going into it emotionally. How do you differentiate that and keep that separated?
Yeah, I mean, you said there's a lot of emotions in the game and a lot of ups and downs, and it's going to be a different atmosphere, what it feels like. But I think just staying in the moment and knowing the task at hand, that's one thing we want to do, is just try to find a way to win the game. I mean, they're number one in the country for a reason, because they're playing really, really good basketball. So I think we got to stick to our game plan and know that there's going to be ups and downs in the games, but we got to stay together and know that it's a big time environment, and it's going to be loud, but it's also fun. We should enjoy it.
All right, back to Alex.
Trey, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. You guys just kind of looking at the free throw rate for your opponents, which is basically how often they're getting to the line. You guys are one of the lower ranked teams right now in Big Ten play. How much of an emphasis has that been just in practice leading into this game, defending without fouling? And can you just identify anything when you look at film maybe you guys aren't doing as well as you need to, and try to carry that into this game against a Purdue team that really does well getting to the line?
Yeah, I think just defending without fouling is a big thing we need to focus on. Like you said, obviously the Maryland game we fouled way too much, especially me. I've been too handsy on defense. So I think just for me, just focusing on moving my feet and playing defense without my hands. I think that's the one thing I need to focus on to help myself stay on the floor more, because I'm getting these foul troubles and it's taking me off the floor. So I think just like you said, playing defense without fouling and playing solid. And we've done it before. We can keep doing it, but I think just going back to our basics and know what we got to do.
Last question for Mike Schumann.
Yeah, Trey, I was just going to ask you about, getting in foul trouble as well. You pretty much answered the question there, but I guess how fine of a line is it? I mean, you want to be physical in the Big Ten, obviously, but you got to have the right technique. How do you strike the balance there?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. There's a lot of my calls are based on my hands and hand checks and stuff. So I think I got to really limit that and kind of take my hands off guys and start going back to using my feet and using my athleticism to guard guys. I think just those little cheap fouls that I can't pick up early is what's killing me. So I think just staying away from that and playing solid, that's going to help me out a lot.
All right. Thanks, Trey.
Thank you.